Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to What's Hot on the Open here. U.S. markets are open, and we're ready to trade. My name is Joseph Cusick with the Cusick Group. Securities offered by MoneyBlock. Taking a look at the market action right now, you have the dollar right now basically trading down 4 cents at $100.20. You're seeing the S&P 500 down right now about 475 at 2283.75. You have gold right now, the precious metal, up 540 at $1,241.40. You have the NASDAQ trading down 4 at 5,174. And you have the Russell 2000 now trading down at right around 660 at $1,352.80. And then finally the Dow Jones down 24 at 19,091. So you're really seeing a market that is basically stuck at highs. Now, what is moving on the open as far as stocks are concerned? Well, you have Microchip is up 8% basically post earnings. You're seeing Cognizant Technologies up 5%. Panera Bread, PNRA, gosh knows I've spent too much money there feeding my children, up 3%. Sanofi up 2%. Again, all these stocks up on good earnings and guidance. You're also seeing Gilead, G-I-L-D, we talked about that in Tech Talk last night, down 7% post earnings. You're seeing the Carlyle Group down 6%, Netgear down 5%, Buffalo Wild Wings, like those wings, down 4%, and Urban Outfitters down 3% right now on worse than expected earnings as well as guidance. You're also seeing Twitter up 2% today. What's notable about that, there was an upgrade. There's also a lot of speculation always around Twitter, but again, just wanted to note that there was an upgrade on Twitter. That's why it's up 2% right now. So why is the broader market looking so lackluster this morning? Well, other than the political uncertainty, both here in the United States and globally, there's in Europe, there are in France and Germany, two major elections going on right there, and they're very heated at this juncture. You see the continued drop in crude oil. Crude right now is down below $52, trading, as we had noted, it's right now trading down about 0.9% at $51.65. And that's following the American Petroleum Institute. The API came out and said that the stockpiles are at almost an all-time high. It's huge at 14.2 million barrels. That's basically on top of the fact that we're seeing rig counts increasing here in the United States. In other words, we're pumping out more than we have in the last year and putting those pumps back online. And so you're starting to see the crude contract is actually pulling back pretty considerably. That to me is, again, if you're not seeing consumption of crude, I don't know if that's a good barometer that we have growth. Yes, we have a lot of product online, but crude at $50 should mean growth, and it dropping pretty precipitously, almost 1% over and that's almost on a daily basis now. That means that there's maybe a little bit of a tepid outlook there. We're also seeing Gilead Sciences, as we said, down 7%. Biotech is going to be an area, and pharma in general is going to be an area where we're going to watch very closely because we're going to see what the Trump administration is going to do about pricing. And you could see some potential profit taking if, in fact, the pricing components on top of tax reform don't actually work out as favorably as people have been expecting post the election. You're also seeing a lackluster earnings from Disney. It was basically a bland response to Disney's earnings report. And, those are large cap stocks that are going to help drive the market. And if you get lackluster responses at all-time highs, again, that could draw maybe some uncertainty, maybe some profit taking. And we're going to watch that very closely. There's also some chatter that we're hearing out of Europe about Greece and their debt situation. It's having a hard time winning approval of getting another bailout tranche. Bottom line is that if that does start to come to fruition and Greece does not get that bailout tranche, that could be systemic in the sense that then Italy, Spain, economies that are counting on the fact that they're going to get some sort of financial stimulus from the EU, and they are very, very dependent upon the financials. Those two countries specifically, that could be a systemic rift, especially with the current elections on tap going into the next 2 to 3 months, both in Germany and France. You're seeing the yields on the Greek 10-year has actually fallen and not risen 12 basis points to 7.59%. So there's a lot of action overseas, and we're going to watch that very closely. That's going to start impacting the currency markets. So you could see that the dollar, we're going to see if dollar starts to strengthen. Again, that's going to be a little bit difficult for growth overseas, which means that could trickle over here and have a reverse approach, especially since we don't know what the trade reforms are going to be. So we're going to watch that very closely, and how you can keep a barometer on that. Watch the bond market right now. Right now on the 10-year, you're looking at the bonds right now. I'm seeing those. I'm sorry, my quotes just dropped. I'm seeing the bonds actually trading up today here in the States. You're seeing that the 10-year is up about 8.5 ticks at 125.12, and you're seeing that the 30-year is up about 25 ticks at 152.30. So you're actually seeing that bonds are going up, and what was interesting, bonds were going up and stocks have been going up this year. That's not a usual mix, especially with what's potentially on tap as far as fiscal stimulus. So we're going to watch that dynamic very closely for the remainder of today, see if that actually starts to maybe pick up some potential profit taking, especially now that we're at almost all-time new highs on all the major indices. All right, folks, that's it for what's hot on the open. We got a lot of action going on. I got to jump in here and take care of some stuff. We'll be back at this afternoon and this evening, talk more about the markets. We'll see you here at MarketStream.live. Take care.